Hi everyone, I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe. And make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you'll know every time we're doing a live or a new show or whatever else YouTube lets us do. I think those are the only two things they let us do. Today we're doing a reaction video. And this is a good one. I had to sit through 45 minutes of this panel.
Wait, I don't have to sit through 45 minutes,
no,
do I?
No, I had to sit through it so you guys don't have to.
Okay, thank you. Again, I'm going in blind to these things.
Yeah, it's better when Stephanie doesn't know what she's about to watch. This is really interesting, okay? It's her Suits cast, and it's the redhead and kind of funny guy on the show. I don't know. I've never seen the show, but there's like a kind of stocky guy on the show. He's bald, and I don't know. And
he was at the wedding.
They were all at the wedding.
I do remember that.
Yeah, the writer was there, and then the girl who plays Jessica, I guess she's like the lead during these years. She must have not been in the first couple years.
Okay.
This is when Meghan hasn't come out, but she is dating Prince Harry. So
oh God,
the way she's acting now, I'm going to say allegedly a lot in this video, because personally the way she's acting is either obnoxious or she just did some sparkle dust in the bathroom, because she's all over the place.
I call it delusional confident.
Welcome everybody. I have to say everybody looks amazing
tonight. Thank you, Jim.
So she automatically does the Harry thing where she the fake and has to grab.
Yeah, she's got to grab. She's got to. But God, I could already tell, man, this is going to be uncomfortable for me.
How about the fact that she thinks everything that comes out of his mouth is the funniest thing on the planet?
Well, she's a narcissist and she's a liar, so it's like she has to be fake.
She constantly gets a little fidgety when they're not talking about her, and you're going to see this a lot.
We're at this point. It's been a long time coming. Why was now the right time to really get into the mic of it all and the legality of it all in the big way? Playing out the way you always envisioned it, or has it changed along the way?
Pulling a Sharon Stone right there almost. Like she's trying to get attention.
Meghan, I want to ask you, you know, since you're the closest to Mike probably being his fiance, how is playing some of these scenes?
Well, Rachel is. I mean, I don't know, Mike. I wouldn't be with Mike. This is a disaster.
This is a USA cable show.
Silk Stockings-esque.
It's very sexy. She's one of the few actors on there that does do the nude scenes.
God.
But she's acting like she is Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, like, she's an Academy Award-winning actress.
Dame Judi Dench.
Yeah, no,
so watch this.
Definitely delusional confidence right there. She has so much going on right now as far as in her state of mind. She's got Marcus Anderson behind her right now. She's got Prince Harry. She's got a Cartier bracelet. You know, she's got so much going on right now. And the future's bright for her. So she's going to she wants to stand out.
Yeah. And again, allegedly, she does look like she was having fun in the bathroom earlier that day.
But of course, Rachel is standing by her man, and, you know, it's obviously upsetting her relationship with her parents. Who's not afraid of Robert Zane? And what I really appreciate, you know, as an actor, as well as the character, is being able to watch the choices she makes, whether I agree with them or not, to say, let's live in the reality of the fact that she is so fiercely loyal with him. And at the same time, she's putting so much on the line. So I think there is a moment in these next 6 episodes, which is great, where she goes, you kind of want to acknowledge that?
Okay. She calls herself an actor.
Right now, she's acting like she's the lead in this show.
She's using some pretty big words. She's working off a script. She's probably heard this from Julia Roberts or something on Entertainment Tonight. Nancy, that doesn't have an original thought in her mind.
So that's the other actress. She plays Jessica on the show. And I guess she's like the main lead.
Okay.
Really easy sometimes to perhaps take that for granted.
And you can tell at this point, she's just wondering why Meghan's answer is taking this long.
Oh God, I know.
It's taking forever.
Yeah, she's just what's the word?
Supporting character.
Yeah, she's long-winded.
Part of the season especially is really so incredible with Mike, and so yeah, it gets tricky, as we all know it will, but it gets trickier than even I expected it to get. I didn't see that one coming at all. Like, that was the,
This is how.
Oh my God. She looks mad.
Yeah.
Like, I would not want to get on her bad side type mad. That's crazy. She is not happy he shut her up.
He must know she's either allegedly on something or she runs her mouth because she obviously can't keep a secret about Harry.
Clearly.
But he didn't want her to say who the person was.
Right.
The giving it
Well,
away.
she's selling stories now.
Exactly.
About the, you know,
Yeah.
she's about to be on the cover of Vogue. So
Vanity Fair.
whatever.
Tina, let me ask you, because Jessica is kind of the overseer. I don't know if you call her the mother of everybody or just she oversees the whole.
Okay, so they're saying this Jessica character is the overseer of the firm. But in the first season, do you remember that video we did where Sarah Rafferty said she's kind of like the mother of she does everything?
For my character, for Donna, she's going to be very busy protecting the home fires, and she'll have her hands full.
Watch Meghan. This is typical bully behavior because this actress, Gina, who plays Jessica, she joined the cast later. Meghan literally rolls her eyes at Sarah Rafferty when he says this. Just watch it.
How is she going through all this? What will we see in these episodes? How much it'll weigh on her?
Oh yeah. She's not the head of this. I'm the head of this.
I mean, she's giggling like,
I mean,
my
are you
God.
kidding me? God, who's
Yeah.
she?
So that's typical mean girl bully.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Meghan, because Jessica Maroney did the same thing, I don't think Meghan likes black women.
No.
Yeah. And you're about to see why.
She's not used to being around black women. She's not used to being around.
Yeah.
She's used to being around white people on Married with Children set.
Yeah.
That's who she's used to. That's what she grew up with.
Yeah. This is
Did she go to Northwestern?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Why do you not have one family member at your wedding?
Yeah.
Why, Meghan?
It's a mess. It's a hot mess. It's what you would call a soup sandwich, right? Like a hot mess. Look, she is trying her best to keep it all together. I love that scene, by the way, between Robert Zane and what's her name? Jessica. Jessica.
Again,
She's
it's the funniest thing in the
Well,
world.
no, that's not it. She was trying to upstage the joke. And by laughing I mean, no one laughs that hard.
Oh yeah, that girl, she's got great style.
Yeah, she's great. I identify very closely to her.
Try to proposition Sarah to work for.
Look, Sarah stops laughing. Meghan
Yeah.
cannot stop hysterically laughing.
Remember when she had the first outing with the Queen, and they were sitting there and they were watching the horse stuff, and she was talking to herself and laughing at her own jokes, and it was weird, man. She goes into this trance, and I'm sure it's part of the narcissism disorder where it's not like she's hearing voices, but she's definitely stuck in her own mind at this point.
This is going to cement the Sussex Squad whole narrative that she was picked on in the UK because she was a black woman and her race had everything to do with it.
Right.
This panel that I found, this gem, this diamond in the rough is going to, we are moments away from proving that never existed.
All right, let's take another question. I think, there you go. I hear somebody over here.
Oh yes.
He's about to ask Gina, the girl who plays Jessica, a question.
So my question would be for Gina. How does it feel to be not only a woman, but a woman in color breaking, I guess, stereotypes in primetime TV?
Uh-oh.
Oh, are we getting deep? I see? I guess I'm doing that. Am I doing that? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, do it.
No, not to make complete light of it.
She's uncomfortable.
He's saying, how does it feel to be a woman of color
Yes.
on a hit TV show? You are breaking glass ceilings. And instead of anybody, including the writer, who's been with Meghan from the very beginning, this actress Gina just is a new character.
Yeah.
Instead of Sarah or the guy with the hat saying, wait a second, Meghan's a woman of color, Or Meghan herself saying, I'm a woman of color.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I've been on this show for 6 years, and I'm a woman of color. She gets so uncomfortable.
Nobody says anything.
That's creepy.
But it gets even better because then the writer even validates Gina even more. He didn't say, how does it feel to be a black woman on the show?
Yeah.
He didn't say that.
No.
He said woman of color.
Yeah, that's interesting. What do you say at that point?
Yeah, and look at her co-stars aren't uncomfortable.
I am doing my job. I am living my dream. And it never really enters my mind or my consciousness. I'm going to break down doors today when I go to work. I'm going to make it easier or make it more possible for anybody who's watching on television.
I like her, that Jessica.
To dream big. I am doing my job, and it is with tremendous gratitude and humility that I get to do what you said that I do.
I want to jump in.
Now, when the writer says, I want to jump in, I'm thinking at this point, okay, he's going to say, well, Meghan is also a woman of color.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, okay, well, here it comes.
I want to jump in for Gina for a second, because first of all, you hear some certain actresses' names again and again, and I'll just say sometimes there's a thread on TV like Olivia Pope versus Jessica Pearson.
Olivia Pope.
Yeah,
that's Kerry Washington.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And let me just say, Jessica Pearson is the winner of that battle in my mind. But also, Gina, all of them, they were saying I am available, and we talk a lot.
This is so cringe.
It's so cringy to
Me
watch.
and
It's hard to
Cassidy,
watch.
each individual, and they care about what they do. They take it seriously. They're so smart. They always have an intelligent, constructive thing to say, and the show gets better from conversations you have with them. And I just want to thank them for doing that. And I was thinking of the scene, you released the dragon. Remember that scene? It was just an interesting scene. About that a couple of years ago, where Jessica sort of finds out to some degree maybe she got a little ahead from being a diversity hire. We wrote the scene. Gina called me up and said, if we're going to do it, we should do it. You're not pushing it far enough. And we had a conversation, and it resulted in a better scene.
Right now, he's blowing her Elle article out the window
Yeah.
where she said she was being bullied on Twitter. He's basically blowing all her lies up right now.
It's interesting. She's programmed everyone in her life to see her as a white woman, that even her cast members forgot she was half black.
They're not even sticking up for her.
They don't even have her back.
Yeah.
I mean, no wonder she's not talking to any of her cousins or her aunts and uncles, and
she doesn't want anyone to know.
She doesn't want anyone to know. Doria's the beard. That's all. Doria can be controlled because Doria is allegedly a drug addict and it can be
allegedly
a grifter. That's awkward, man. And I like that Jessica girl though. I really like
do
her.
too.
I like her, man. She's cool.
I thought at one point I'm like, oh, well, she's gonna bring Meghan up too.
Yeah. No, she's cool,
Nope.
man. She sticks to her guns and she's like, I'm the one representing here, and that's cool, man.
Level and this caliber of actor and actress brings to Suits. Thank you.
All right, let's do a question right there.
All right, so my name is Ben.
Hi, Ben.
All right, questions.
She just rallies.
The confidence is starting to wear off because she, you can only wear the mask so long before it falls off, man. And what is she? How you said the panel is 45 minutes long? But of course, we're not going to watch it.
No,
but it's
almost
an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up that mask for an entire hour.
Yeah.
And that's why she walked away from royal duties, because she can't keep it on, man. It's her
You're right
tell.
about that.
She's a horrible
We'll talk about
poker
that
player.
later.
Tones of show and bring one character from one show.
I think she's thinking, shoot, I just told Prince Harry to write a letter from the palace, from Kensington Palace, telling everyone that they're picking on me for being a black woman.
Yeah.
That's what I think is going on in her head right now.
How am I going to get out of this one?
Yeah,
Maybe
no
he
idea.
was writing a letter for Jessica Pearson.
Maybe,
instead.
I don't know.
He gets confused quite a bit.
He does. She brings up her sex scene, the file room.
I don't want to hear about that, man. Come on.
At a hospital.
I think I don't think people have any idea really the length that it takes for even like the end of season 2, the file room scene, that was 7 hours of filming
GF.
for that file room. But like mudding all of it, it takes such a long time, and the finished product ends up being what? That's actually kind of funny. Just a couple minutes.
That's what she.
But
She's very sexual.
Yeah.
When she talks. Now we knew that when we played the tape.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's just being flirtatious. But own it. Own it.
That's what I'm saying.
Fergie-
She doesn't own it. She was playing the
Fergie did.
she plays this coquettish shy girl. Yeah. It's annoying.
Sometimes we cut.
She made Tyler Perry think she was a victim.
He offered to help because he believed Meghan was being emotionally abused by the palace and British media.
This woman was abused. To use the institution to try and do all the things that a batterer would do.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
We cut the scene. We should have cut that scene just to have fun with Rick.
Thanks, everybody, and thanks to my wonderful panel here. Thanks so much. Seuss is back.
What do you guys think? Do you think that completely blew the narrative for her? Do you think Sussex Squad even has a leg to stand on at this point? Because let's bring up the Oprah interview.
Rude and racist are not the same.
Or definitely far more dangerous, because then you add race in.
This is about race.
Attacks on them were different because of race. Because this was different, you know.
It's different because of the race.
She had a chance. Her castmates had a chance to stick up for her.
Do you notice that she's not very good live? She's great when she's penning something, an op-ed, because she has people that are telling her what to say, and she has writers for her. But when she's standing out there on her own, vulnerable for the world to see, she buckles, man. She buckles. And that's one of the reasons I believe that she could not fulfill royal duties. Because what are you going to do? How much longer, how long can you stand up, man?
So guys, let's get this out there. Let's show the Sussex Squad that Meghan was not bullied. She was not anything in the United States. Nobody in Britain even cared about her race. I didn't know her mom was Black until the day of the wedding.
I had no clue.
And this solidifies it that America just get off this kick. You're not going to be able to make money off this, Meghan. You can try.
Oh, she'll start.
But videos like this are popping up where you're just being a liar.
Yeah. She is a good liar.
And what you're doing is you are using a marginalized community. You are using there are actual Black women that
in the
industry that cannot get work, Meghan.
Because of their skin color.
Because of their skin color.
Exactly. And she's just making a mockery of it. She's been doing it for 6 years. And it's like, when is this going to stop, man?
I don't know. But,
All right. Well, thanks for showing me that one.
Yeah, it was a good one. Today's dog rescue is frankiefriends.org. If you can't give them any love, please, please, please share their link with friends and family. It really does help to kind of get it circulated. So again, it's frankiesfriends.org. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, guys, for indulging us. I say indulge.
Indulge us.
You got to watch Meghan for a few minutes, lying off her bum.
Have a good day, guys.
Bye,
we'll
guys.
see you soon.